Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10.
Go ready. Check it out. Go ready. I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the curve. Red 80. Hey, we got tight left. 4 down. Red 80. Check. 4 down. Kill.
Faking the give. Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Red 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Come on now.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Out of bounds down at the 4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Double tight. 3 down, 3
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
50, Mike 50. Oh, 80. Switch up. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
You better. Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. He can run. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Bills 20, Jets 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Half 85. 57's the mic.
Allen now throwing again. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's got it up and through.
His kick is good.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 down. Check.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Let's go, Mike 50. Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike 50.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It got his man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Yeldon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 34-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Monday.
On play action, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run with Yeldon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Go.
From the 17, Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Jenkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bang, 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 bang.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
24 is the mic. Pick it up, pick it up.
Hey, orbit.
24 is the mic. Rip left, rip left. 24 is the mic.
Darnold on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. With it is Brown. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about
Mike,
that from
53.
him soon.
53, Mike. On the ball. Shift.
Middle.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Slam.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm going to run you over.
A first down throw, Darnold. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Out, 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 out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. Go red, 80. We got 4.
Darnold now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That's taken on the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right, 80.
53 is the mic.
Half.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. Being chased out left.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert!
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Middle.
53.
From the gun, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check.
319.
Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check 24. Check 24. Motion, motion, motion. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Here's Yeldon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.J. Yeldon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Crash, crash. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
61, matchbox lights.
24 is the mic.
Here we go, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold, escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided 1 shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I smell fear in that offense.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Anderson. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Come get some.
Buzz!
He don't want it. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Here we go.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now Darnold. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check 53. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
We'll go.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
I just want to say,
You're going in
The direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Let's see what you got.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black.
Every 6-1.
Last one them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my
Matt Rudolph. Matt Rudolph. Matt Rudolph. Matt Rudolph. I'm about to play a random game. And I'm about to be a dickhead and use the Chiefs. Nigga said Matt Rudolph. These songs ass.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Nigga said Matt Rudolph.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Why am I... Nigga, what defense is this? What the fuck? I could have sworn I put that shit on Jets defense.
Jahan, 180.
Mike, check 53's Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Speaking of Cook, he continues to be a workhorse in the Minnesota backfield. More evidence of that in Week 7 against the Lions. 25 carries, a league-high 142 yards, 2 more touchdowns, give him 8 on the year. In fact, he leads the NFL in both rushing yards and touchdown runs. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Listen to me. Hey, Foxtrot.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bazooka.
X3, 218, chop. Now.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the...
Man just got erased. No cap.
Field.
We played to
Double
win.
me.
Let's go.
No cap, I don't want to use this playbook.
Yellow. Arcelani.
He runs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
What a dumb pass.
Picked off at about the 31. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game.
Probably had somebody
Back-to-back
wide
plays
open.
yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not
You
much
act like
flow
I
right now. A
actually-
very choppy game.
I don't
And I
really
know
try.
this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Excuse me?
Olabisi Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this
I'm right
opening
in front
quarter.
of this nigga.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
I'm right in front of this nigga and nothing happens. Could you imagine? That was like fucking retarded. That was a fucking dumber pass than I threw.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Nigga had
And he'll
nobody
take it
throw
up
for
past the
something.
25 to the 26-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
Bro,
line.
I hate this fucking playbook, bro. Shit ass, nigga. There's no good plays in this shit. Can't find a single good play.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right.
The slide.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Situation, let's go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, 43, 15.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Okay, I'm about to play 2K.
43.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Run it.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Let's get on the field, D.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really, really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, I would throw in there as well at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me, with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. Giants at Detroit. All of a sudden, Detroit's at the bottom of the NFC North.
And everyone says the same thing about them. They have great talent. That's a really good football team. Hard to believe they're 2-3-1 right now.
Last but not least, what about the Steelers hosting Miami Monday night? They cannot lose that one.
They absolutely cannot, because Baltimore is threatening to run away with the division. Pittsburgh has to have that.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first.
Nigga, you act like I'm really trying.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't really care like that. I got the wrong playbook. I don't know how to use none of these fucking plays. Okay, I'm about to just play 2K though.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
47-yard
On 2nd and 12,
This nigga
Cousins.
throwing dots.
And Diggs has it. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Right
Can
here.
you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this fucking plays ass.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
He has a 99 speed and 99 acceleration.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Two. Yellow. Go.
No.
On 2nd and a couple, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings get the quick strike
The reason why he's getting
touchdown.
so open is because I'm pressing the
Bailey got
safety.
the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Chiefs 7.
I think he's realizing that I'm pressing the safety. Nigga, you're bad. Didn't I beat you? I'm about to get on 2K anyway.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
You guys slapped you.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Imagine.
And
it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
I could easily actually win this game, OP.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted.
Oh, shit.
Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cousins to throw it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hell no, that's not a
Again on
pick.
2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past
so
the 20.
fast.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, shit.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. What's that? Let's get it.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
53's Mike. Y'all not
This
ready.
nigga 69 overall.
Hey,
Weak.
Check. Hey. 2. Hatchet. Check 3.
Topper!
Nigga's really a 69 overall.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike's 54.
On Sunday.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming.
15.
Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for it on 4th. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, make something out of nothing here.
King Hurd messaged me, you suck. King Hurd.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, Abdullah.
An actual competitive game.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I'm pretty sure I fucked you up.
On second down, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Well, Charles, switching gears on a bit of a sad note. On Tuesday, October 22nd, Willie Brown passed away. Willie Brown, 16 seasons in the NFL. First 4 for the Broncos. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so you can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
If I actually win this game,
here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Throwing is Cousins, and he finds Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I wonder if they can score
able
like
to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2 score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Cousins. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Mahomes to throw, and it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Damn, I can't even go for it. This bitch ass dude.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Pushing tackles aside.
Oh, imagine that actually happened. Imagine.
The 30, the 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would have just about put a capper on this game. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Blue Dark Corkers, Blue Dark Corkers.
Blue Dark Corkers. Kill, kill, kill.
One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Yeah, I'm about to play 2K.
Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover.